Friends, we live in a world of fleeting fame. In this digital age, the internet can make or break you in a matter of hours. One viral post, one trending hashtag, and suddenly, you're the talk of the town. But what happens when the spotlight finds you unexpectedly? One day you're just minding your own business, and the next your name is plastered all over the internet. Your face is on every screen, your story on every feed. It's a whirlwind, a digital storm that can be both exhilarating and terrifying. Today we're talking about one such case, Jessica Aber. A name that, until recently, was just another in the sea of anonymity. But now, it's a name that everyone seems to be searching for. Who is Jessica Aber, you ask? Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? A question that has sparked curiosity and speculation across the globe. As of March 23, 2025, searches for this name have skyrocketed on Google, particularly in the United States. The spike is so significant that it has caught the attention of data analysts and internet sleuths alike. This surge in interest is so sudden, so out of the blue, that it's got everyone wondering, what's the deal with Jessica Aber? Why has she become the focal point of so much attention? Now you might be thinking, John, people search for weird stuff all the time. Why is this a big deal? And you'd be right. The internet is full of oddities and curiosities that capture our attention for a moment before fading away. And you wouldn't be wrong. But this case is a bit different. It's not just the volume of searches that's intriguing, it's the nature of them. People aren't just looking for Jessica Aber. They're trying to uncover something about her, something hidden, something mysterious. It's not just the spike in searches that's intriguing, it's Google's reaction to it. The tech giant has been unusually tight-lipped, and their algorithms seem to be working overtime to manage the influx of queries. What could be so special about Jessica Aber that even Google is taking notice? Let's talk about Google Trends for a second. It's a fascinating tool that gives us a glimpse into the collective curiosity of the internet. See, Google keeps track of what people are searching for, and Trends allows us to see those search patterns over time. So, when we see a massive spike for a name like Jessica Aber, it's like seeing a geyser erupt in the middle of a calm lake. Something caused that eruption, some event or piece of information that sent people rushing to their keyboards. But, here's where it gets interesting. When we tried to access the detailed data for Jessica Aber on Google Trends, we were met with a rather unusual message. Now, we're used to Google doing weird things. From quirky doodles to unexpected search results, Google always keeps us on our toes. Remember those reCAPTCHA images that make you identify traffic lights and crosswalks? They can be a bit annoying, right? But they serve a crucial purpose. It's all part of Google's efforts to differentiate between real users and those pesky bots. These bots can be quite sophisticated, mimicking human behavior to an impressive degree. Bots are basically automated programs that can mimic human behavior online, and sometimes they're used to artificially inflate search results or spread misinformation. They can even be used for more malicious purposes like launching cyber attacks or scraping data. In this case, when we tried to delve deeper into the Jessica Aber trend, Google hit us with a security check. It was as if Google was saying, hold on, something's not right here. They suspected that the unusual traffic might be coming from bots trying to manipulate the data. This isn't uncommon. Whenever there's a sudden spike in search activity, Google's algorithms kick into high gear to ensure the integrity of their data. This is where the plot thickens, folks. The fact that Google flagged our search suggests that the surge in interest around Jessica Aber is not just a random occurrence. Google's suspicion suggests that the surge in searches for Jessica Aber might be significant enough to trigger their alarm bells. This means that either a lot of people are genuinely interested in her, or someone is trying to game the system. It's like Google's saying, hold on a minute, something fishy is going on here. And when Google thinks something's fishy, you can bet there's more to the story. So who is this mysterious Jessica Aber? Well, that's the $64,000 question, isn't it? As of right now, there's no readily available information about anyone by that name who fits the bill of a sudden internet sensation. We tried everything, folks. We scoured social media platforms, news websites, even those online databases that list everyone who's ever won a free turkey at a raffle. But the name Jessica Aber remains a complete enigma. Now, this lack of information makes the situation even more intriguing. It's like she appeared out of thin air riding a wave of digital curiosity. In this day and age, social media can make anyone go viral in the blink of an eye. A funny video, a controversial tweet, a picture of a cat wearing a tiny hat, it can all spark a frenzy of online attention. The power of social media is undeniable, connecting people across the globe and creating overnight sensations. So naturally, we turned our attention to the vast expanse of the internet, hoping to find some trace of Jessica Aber in the digital wilderness. We scrolled through Twitter, diving into threads and hashtags, browsed Instagram, sifting through countless photos and stories, even ventured into the depths of TikTok where trends change by the minute and viral challenges dominate the feed. But alas, our search came up empty. Despite the vastness of the internet, there was no sign of her. There were no viral videos with her name, no trending hashtags, no mentions in popular posts. No online communities dedicated to unraveling the mystery. It was as if she had never existed in the digital realm. It's like she exists solely within the confines of Google's search bar, a name without a face, a query without an answer, a phantom of the digital world. The more we searched, the more elusive she became, blending into the shadows of the internet, leaving us with more questions than answers. Sometimes, the news cycle can feel like a runaway train, hurtling from one headline to the next with dizzying speed. Could Jessica Aber be the latest passenger on this chaotic journey? We scoured news websites, both big and small, hoping to find some mention of her name. Had she won a prestigious award, broken a world record, saved a litter of puppies from a tree? The possibilities seemed endless. But alas, our search for Jessica Aber in the annals of current events proved fruitless. Her name was nowhere to be found, not even a passing mention in the local news. It's like she existed outside the realm of reportable events, a true enigma wrapped in a digital mystery. So, where does that leave us? We know that searches for Jessica Aber have skyrocketed, particularly in the United States. We know that this surge in interest was significant enough to trigger Google's bot detection systems. And we know that, despite our best efforts, we couldn't find any concrete information about who she is or why she's trending. It's a real head-scratcher, folks. But here's the thing. Sometimes, the most intriguing mysteries are the ones that remain unsolved. They spark our curiosity, fuel our imaginations, and remind us that the internet, for all its vastness, still holds its secrets close. This whole Jessica Aber situation highlights a fascinating aspect of our digital age, the power of trending. In a world saturated with information, trending topics have the ability to capture our collective attention, even if only for a fleeting moment. But it also underscores the potential pitfalls of this trend-driven culture. Without context, without verification, trending topics can easily become vehicles for misinformation, rumor, and speculation. It's like that old game of telephone where a message gets passed from person to person, becoming more and more distorted along the way. In the digital age, the game of telephone is played on a global scale, and the stakes are much higher. So what's next for Jessica Aber? Will we ever uncover the truth behind her sudden rise to digital fame? Or will she fade into obscurity as quickly as she emerged, leaving behind nothing but a trail of unanswered questions? Only time will tell. Perhaps one day, the mystery of Jessica Aber will be solved. Maybe she'll step forward and reveal herself. Or maybe some intrepid internet sleuth will unearth the truth. But until then, we're left to ponder the strange and wonderful ways of the internet where fleeting fame can be bestowed upon anyone, even a seemingly ordinary name like Jessica Aber.